Now on CoastTV News.
Down to the wire, lawmakers pass a stopgap funding bill to prevent a government shutdown. Talk about what's been flying around in the sky and what it means for one family in Sussex County. And running for a cause, one man's mission and journey on foot across the country.
Well, we had rain briefly change over to snow across parts of Del Mar. That moisture is now pushing off the coast, and the Arctic air is moving in. I'll let you know how low those temperatures are going to plunge coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
A last-minute deal keeps the lights on in Washington through March. Good Friday evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We begin tonight with what might be a holiday miracle. Mere hours before the midnight deadline to fund the government, House members passed the American Relief Act of 2025, which would fund the government through mid-March of next year. Ivan Rodriguez has the details.
It would be the height of stupidity to shut the government down right before Christmas.
A nightmare before Christmas scenario in Washington averted.
The bill is passed.
House members voted 366 to 34 to pass a stopgap funding bill.
We're grateful that everyone stood together to do the right thing.
House Democrats have successfully funded the government at levels requested by President Biden.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer posting on X that he's, quote, confident the Senate will pass Friday's spending bill. The White House released a statement showing that President Biden supports moving this legislation forward. Now, third time was the charm for Congress, as two other spending bills voted on earlier this week failed to get enough votes to pass. The uncertainty began Wednesday when President-elect Donald Trump's ally, Elon Musk, posted on X, effectively killing a bipartisan spending package.
At the behest of the world's richest man, who no one voted for, the United States Congress has been thrown into pandemonium.
On Thursday, a slimmed-down House GOP bill that Trump backed failed.
The rules are not suspended and the bill is not passed.
Friday's version of the spending deal extends government funding into March and includes disaster relief as well as farming provisions. The bill does not include a suspension of the debt limit, which Trump has been demanding Republicans address. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
And we have new details tonight about a tragic developing story in Germany. At least 2 people are dead and dozens injured after a car plowed into a busy crowd at a Christmas market. The attack happened Friday in the city of Magdeburg. Local authorities said at least 68 people were injured and an adult and a toddler were killed. Officers quickly responded and arrested the suspected driver. In a statement, the regional prime minister said the suspect is a 50-year-old doctor from Saudi Arabia. He's been living in Germany since 2006 and has a permanent residency permit. Magdeburg police previously blocked off an area around the suspect's vehicle on fears an explosive device was inside, but local reports citing police officials indicate no device was found. We're taking a live look outside now into Ocean City, and our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobono, is going to join us. Chris, we saw some snowflakes tonight outside of the station.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was pretty nice. It made me put a smile on my face. It was pretty brief. Ocean City, in fact, one of the spots that hasn't seen much rain or snow showers. We're at 36 degrees right now, and as we take a look at the radar, we're really beginning to wind down. That moisture really pushing off the coast with that burst of snow across portions of Georgetown, Seaford, up through Dover. You can see some coating up to an inch of snow from Philly on northward, but this coastal low beginning to push off the coast, and we are seeing the Arctic air beginning to spill in from Canada, and that is going to be sinking southward into Delmarva through the weekend. In fact, we're going to see some of the coldest air since last February. Wind chills tomorrow in the 20s, and by Sunday morning, we are going to be in the single digits as far as those wind chills are concerned. We'll talk more about the weekend ahead and look at that holiday forecast coming up.
Thank you, Chris. Well, if you thought running a marathon was a difficult feat, imagine doing 120 of them in 125 days. Well, that's exactly what Ben Tracy did, and he finished his last today in Ocean City. CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy is in our newsroom. And Brendan, all this, it's a lot of running, but it's for a really great cause.
Christina, this was running over 3,000 miles, so I'm sure anyone would have been exhausted, but what kept Ben pushing was knowing that he was doing it for all of the kids that have struggled with internet harm. 120 marathons, 125 days, 11 names, and over 3,000 miles all across the country.
I don't think it's totally set in that I actually accomplished running all the way across America.
Ben Tracy and his Tracy Trek team did all that and more, all with his mission of bringing awareness to kids who are struggling or have lost their lives due to the internet or social media. Todd and Mia Minor lost their son Matthew to a dangerous internet trend when he was just 12 years old. Friday would have been his 18th birthday.
I think for us it means a lot because it means Matthew and other children aren't forgotten.
Although he's from Nashville, Ben and his bus crew started in Sacramento, California, and ran a marathon just about every single day while also speaking to kids at schools about staying safe online. We know Ben ran across the entire country, but what makes this story neat is that he finished his journey right here on Caroline Street in Ocean City.
There was no quitting for me, is when you've told these parents that you're going to run across the country, you're going to honor their family. To me, there was no quitting.
Chris Didier came all the way from Sacramento, where the journey first started. He lost his son from the harms of the internet and is glad Ben's mission is spreading nationwide.
It is important to bring urgent awareness to all levels.
The long-running journey might be over, but the message Ben is trying to spread is certainly not. Since this is a thing that can affect anyone by just simply picking up their phone, Ben says that he's going to continue to spread his message and awareness as much as he can. Christina?
Thank you for that, Brendan. Well, Rehoboth Beach commissioners just hours ago discussed extending paid parking in the city. The paid parking season right now, it currently runs from May 15th to September 15th. Now commissioners are discussing whether to extend that season from May 1st until October 31st. Some people in Rehoboth Beach say it goes against the values of the city.
It's part of the perks of living here. And for them to charge again for the meters, they already raised it.
On a 5-1 vote, the Rehoboth Beach commissioners decided to defer this discussion and move it to a later date. Drone sightings have been the talk of the week in New Jersey and right here in Sussex County. And today, Delaware State Police issued a statement regarding drone sightings across the state. But one man in Milton, he might have been a cause of some of the commotion. He's here to try and clear the air.
We still call it a flying car because we're not a drone. A drone doesn't fly with a person in it. Don't shoot us down.
And in their statement, Delaware State Police reminded people that shooting at aircrafts, including drones, is illegal. And you can learn more about this story on CoastTVnews.com. And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your biggest concern with the apparent drones? Let's take a look at the results. And it looks like 68% say the biggest concern is who exactly is flying the drones. Only 2% worried about the wildlife, and 15% each say safety and invasion of privacy. And it's not too late to vote. We still want to know what you think, so go ahead to CoastTV.com or use our mobile app and share your opinion. And don't forget, the 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge is back. 140 teams from 14 states and Canada hit the courts from December 26th to December 30th. And the Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for all the action. And we still have more news to get to this evening. Coming up, saying goodbye to one department store chain. Shoppers getting deals before it's too late. But first, it's Friday, so I'll share all the cool things to do this weekend.
And we are looking at a cold and blustery Saturday in both Cambridge and Crisfield. Temperatures in the 30s, winds gusting to 35, feeling more like the 20s throughout the day. We'll talk even more frigid wind chills by Sunday. We're coming back in just 60 seconds.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself, in flooring to ensure you not only have the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection flows seamlessly with your remodel.
They know the litany and the bandwidth of products within your budget and based upon your design that can fit your needs.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
The holidays, they really snuck up on us this year, don't you think? And now it's crunch time, so if you still need some last-minute gifts or if you're looking to squeeze in a few festive events before the ball drops, there's lots of options this weekend. You can take a holiday cruise with Cape Water Tours. Head to Anglers Road in Lewis on Saturday for a festive boat ride on the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal. You'll get scenic views, Christmas music, sweet treats, and a visit with Santa. But if you're tired of Old St. Nick, maybe your heart's feeling 2 sizes too small this year, that's okay. Easy Speak Spirits in Milford is hosting Dinner with the Grinch. You can call or text for reservations. Saturday night, head to the Circle in Georgetown for a beautiful live nativity scene. The Good Old Boy Foundation will be celebrating the true reason for the season, the birth of Jesus. And for the shoppers, we didn't forget about you. A Yule Market is happening this weekend at the Brimming Horn Meadery in Milton. There's going to be local vendors, food, music, and beer. It's the perfect place to get those last-minute gifts. And don't forget the Tanger outlets. Here's a quick look at their hours to help plan your shopping spree. On Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Christmas Eve, open bright and early from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And for all the details, you can head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do. Happy holidays, everyone.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Visit Gateway Subaru this holiday season during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities, plus an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity. And Subaru will donate $5 for every routine service performed. At Gateway Subaru, our customers are the heart of what we do, and we're committed to being a positive force in our community. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Rain or shine, I'll cover you up and calm the skies. As long as you are mine, I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time. It won't always be easy, just as sure as the sun will rise. I'll be there when you need me, with every tear that falls from your eyes. Oh, you have me completely. I'll be there when you need me.
Well, Are you all done with your Christmas shopping? Because I'm not. I still got some shopping to do. I still got some baking to do. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good weekend to catch up on your baking because we are going to see some of the coldest air we've seen since probably mid to early February of last year. 36 degrees in Ocean City. Now, we haven't seen much precip in Ocean City, and it's falling apart as it's pushing towards the coast, but we did have a brief burst of snow. That rain transitioned to snow basically from Dover through Seaford down through Georgetown and Milton, and we saw those flakes flying and some more minor snowfall amounts. So accumulation up through southeastern Pennsylvania, through Philly, and up through South Jersey and Delaware, as well as New York. Northern Delaware seeing some snow there, but that upper level low swinging across that big coastal low really developing, and that's pushing to the east. If they formed a bit closer to the coast, we could have made things a little bit more interesting, but the Arctic high that's going to be building in, that is going to be the focus of our attention here. As we push through the weekend, you can see those temperatures, 10 degrees there. That is an air temperature in Minneapolis. That is all pushing to the east. Temperatures right now are still above the freezing mark, so shouldn't have any issues on the roads. Roads are still wet at this hour, but you can see the winds out of the northwest gusting anywhere from 15 to 25 miles an hour, and those are going to pick up throughout the day tomorrow. 46 degrees was our high after a morning low of 34. The average 49 degrees, the record 65, set back in 1957, the record low 8, set back in 1985. Small craft advisories are up across the Delaware, as well as most of from Ocean City down to Chickateague and through the Bay, and those run through Sunday morning. Well, the winter solstice, let me say that properly, officially arrives in about 5 hours. So, and it's certainly going to feel like it. We have the shortest day of the year tomorrow when the Earth tilts furthest away from the sun. Now that high, that Arctic high, centered just to our north, and that is going to be funneling in that cold air as we roll throughout the weekend. So there's northwesterly winds throughout the day tomorrow. We see skies clear, temperatures in the mid-30s, and then by Sunday morning, air temperatures are in the teens. Wind chills are in the single digits, and we barely get to the 30-degree mark by Sunday afternoon. So tomorrow we're in the mid to upper 30s. Northwest winds kick in, but as I mentioned, feeling more like 22 in Georgetown at 3 o'clock, feeling like 20 in Dewey Beach. So if you're going out doing any shopping, bundle up. And this is going to be a shock to the system Sunday morning. Look at some of these wind chills. It's going to feel like 2 in Milton. It's going to feel like 3 in Dewey Beach for a brief period of time. But by the afternoon, it doesn't get much better. It's only feeling like the teens throughout the day. So you can see plenty of sunshine throughout the weekend in both Chickateague and Assateague, but temperatures in the 40s there. Only in the lower 30s across Ocean City and Fenwick Island, and barely getting to the 30-degree mark in Lewis and Rehoboth into Sunday. As we roll into Christmas Eve, we could see a weak disturbance early, but I think most of the day is dry, and we're keeping it dry into Christmas. Dreaming of a white Christmas, well, our chances are pretty low, about 10%, and I'll have more on that on a Weather 101 on Sunday. But look at this. We turn milder by the 26th into New Year's Day. We're going to see temperatures back into the 50s. Your umbrella winner is Sandra Savage of Berlin, Maryland. And there's your Paul Davis 7-day temperatures rebound. Still below average, a chilly Christmas Eve and a chilly Christmas Day, but we look to stay relatively dry, and those temperatures pushing the 50-degree mark by Friday.
Thank you, Chris. Well, it's the end of the road for Big Lots. Back in September, the store filed for bankruptcy after having suffered continuous losses, including high inflation and interest rates, leading to customers changing their purchasing behavior. Now, a deal made with a purchaser to save the company has fallen through. Shoppers at the Milford location say they're upset over the news.
They have so much different items that you can't get in a regular store, so this is really a good store to shop for things that are unique gifts or stuff like that. And also they usually have really good prices, so it's a little distraught.
Big Lots stores now having some big sales, up to 50% off due to the closings. And it's not just Big Lots. The largest party supply store in the country is shutting down all of its stores after nearly 40 years in business. The company's CEO said Party City will be winding down operations immediately, and he pointed to the company's financial challenges as the reason for its collapse. Party City filed for bankruptcy in January of last year. Tesla is recalling nearly 700,000 vehicles because of an issue with the tire pressure monitoring system. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said the affected vehicles include certain model years of the Cybertruck, Model 3, and Model Y vehicles. And the agency said the tire pressure monitoring system on the vehicles may not stay lit between drive cycles, failing to warn drivers of low tire pressure. And driving with improperly inflated tires can increase the risk of a crash. To fix the problem, Tesla is releasing a free over-the-air software update to vehicle owners, and notification letters will go out to drivers by February 15th. And another recall tonight. Millions of cans of coconut water are being pulled from shelves across the U.S. The Food and Drug Administration has an ongoing recall for 12 canned cartons of Doritos coconut water. Authorities say the seal on the cans could become compromised, and in turn that could affect the product, possibly with harmful bacteria. The recall is currently in place across 29 states and includes nearly 170,000 cases for a total of more than 2 million cans. Coming up in sports tonight, a cross-conference showdown in Delaware High School basketball. See if Lake Forest or Delmarva Christian comes out on top. And coming up, bringing back photo booths, how Gen Z is trying to keep analog alive.
I have some photo booth photos, I think. Well, I'll tell you what, maybe you want to give the golf clubs a little rest this weekend. It's going to be in the 30s tomorrow, feeling more like the 20s, and it gets even worse into Sunday. We'll have a look at that 10-day coming up.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on CoastTV.
It's that time when you think back on the past year and say, we could really use more trucks. Not to worry, Ford Pro Commercial Truck season is in full swing. Just in time for year-end tax incentives with big savings on the #1 selling commercial vehicles for 39 years running. Right now, get $3,000 in combined customer cash on a 2024 Super Duty XL or XLT pickup. But hurry, when the year ends, so do the deals.
Is your home ready for the holidays? It's not too late. Johnny Janosic has everything you need to deck your halls now. In stock and ready to go. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices. Plus, take your purchase with you and get an extra $100 off. Get a 4-piece queen bedroom set, now only $2099.95. A triple reclining sofa or double reclining console sofa, only $899.95. Why wait? Get your home ready before the holidays. Only at Johnny Janosic.
It's Mission High School 12 this month at Preston Ford. Final month of Preston Ford's Race to the Top 50 is here, and we're pulling out all the stops. Lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $396 a month for 36 months with $0 down. You can shop all your best deals online and view our complete inventory at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Don't miss Preston Ford's Race to the Top 50, and remember, cars cost less in Preston.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
In 2025, the photo booth officially turns 100 years old. It was invented in New York City, and a century in, photo booths are surging in popularity with Gen Z, who are specifically seeking out old-school analog booths. But there's a lot more to these complex machines than meets the eye. Marquise Francis has more.
It is so much fun watching people come in and out of the photo booth and seeing their reaction to their strips. just laughing hysterically. Usually people are not ready for the first strobe to fire.
They're caught off guard and it's a very silly moment.
The analog photo booth officially turns 100 years old next year, but there are only about 200 working booths left in the world. And a small community of photographers and artists are trying to keep the machines alive.
We run and operate Old Friend Photo Booth in New York City.
I feel like most of the people using the booth are of a younger generation that didn't have these growing up. When it rains, people will wait in the rain.
We've had the line up to an hour and a half.
It's all analog. There's, electricity and relays and that kind of thing that operate the booth, but there's no computer.
It is the earliest selfie.
Almost a century ago, Anatole Josepho invented the first photo booth, called the photomaton. The machines are like mini darkrooms. Your pictures are captured on light-sensitive paper that are then dunked in a bunch of chemical tanks to develop and deliver them to you. But the booths are a pain to maintain. So in the early 2000s, a lot of companies switched them out for digital ones, replacing all the mechanical parts with a computer that printed out strips.
I found my first photo booth in a thrift store in Alabama.
Bree now owns about 50 photo booths. 20 of them are placed across 7 states, and she's working to restore the rest.
When I got into the photo booth industry, it seemed like a lot of the booths were being sold to like celebrities and just rich people collecting dust in their house. And so my whole goal was really to get as many booths as I could and put them in places where anybody could use them.
The analog photo booth industry was almost destroyed by the Russia-Ukraine war.
The paper for the photo booths was made in Russia, and when the Russian war started, no shipments from Russia were allowed into the US, and so we were cut off. A lot of photo booth technicians went under because they couldn't get the paper and there was no hope.
Bree credits Gen Z's renewed interest in photo booths as one of the reasons why other companies were willing to start making the paper.
And when we found one that worked, it's not ideal, but it works and it's our only option, but it's definitely an endless battle.
I feel like we really need photo booths again. Like right now, people are really looking for something to feel connected again. We don't know how long photo booths will be alive for.
And I think that's also something that's kind of beautiful and special about it. It's just being very present with it, not knowing how much longer we have.
The holiday season, it's here, and Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign is working to bring a little Christmas spirit to everyone. We get lots of cards. We like to share them with you, like this card here, and this is from the ladies of Laurel High School, class of 1967. Ladies, thank you so much for this card, but we still need more. We still need your help to make sure every child on Delmarva has a special present to open on Christmas morning. Already, Bless Our Children has raised almost $330,000, but we can do better than that. So if you want to donate, go online, visit blessourchildren.org. And now it's time to take a look at today's holiday house. This photo you see here, it's from Tammy in Millsboro, and she's showing her dog Esmeralda. It says, "Please hurry, Santa, I'm ready for presents." Very cute. We love that. Thank you for sharing your photo. And if you want your Christmas decorations to be featured on Coast TV, submit your pictures right now. Just go to coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. Lake Forest boys basketball aiming for 6 straight wins today while traveling to Delmarva Christian. The Royals looking for their 4th win in 5 games, and the Spartans started this game off strong with this deep 3 attempt over to Seth Young to go ahead 3-0 in this game, but the Royals had a response and more. Malachi Light hits the corner 3 for the lead, and they want another. Here you go, this time from DJ Lyles. Royals now in double digits, and they pass it off to Light, and he lights it up from downtown Delmarva Christian on a roll. And looking like they're gonna run away with this one, but Darius Miller with the steal, and he's gonna slam this one in for 2. Next play, Young gets a steal of his own and gives it to Miller, who goes in for another jam, and that one gives them the edge. Want an encore? Here you go. Miller is going to keep it in for himself between three defenders for the one-handed jam. Spartans up 20-17 after one in the second. Darius Lyles is going to take it from deep and nothing but net for the freshman. Next up, it's Lyles again with the ball. He's going to go in and put it up. He gets fouled plus the and one. Royals take the lead. Delmarva Christian defeats Lake Forest 61-46. And they move to 5-2 on the season. And the 42nd annual Governor's Challenge is back in Salisbury from December 26th to the 30th, the country's largest holiday basketball tournament featuring 140 teams from 14 different states, DC, and Canada. Watch it live only on DSN and DSN+. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
CoastTV is your destination for all the NFL action this weekend. On Saturday, the Houston Texans will take on the Kansas City Chiefs for a special holiday game, and coverage starts at noon. And for Sunday Night Football, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. That game begins at 7 p.m. We'll be right back.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Welcome to First Aid Chevrolet, where we put you, the customer, first.
Since 1976, we've been your local hometown Chevrolet dealer. We'd like to thank all of our loyal customers over these past 48 years.
Get 0% for 60 months on this new 2024 Chevy Blazer EV.
Save over $17,000 on this 2024 Chevrolet Silverado.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Together, let's drive.
For nearly 90 years, Delaware Electric Cooperative has powered the Christmas spirit. Throughout the decades, affordable co-op energy has kept your homes warm, your Christmas trees lit, and your kitchens ready to churn out holiday meals. From one generation to the next, our team has been there for you, working in the worst of weather to keep your lights on and the holidays bright. This Christmas season, we'll be there with you once again, working to power new Christmas memories and offering the most reliable and affordable energy in the state of Delaware.
The doctors of Delmarva Chiropractic take great pride in offering the finest, most individualized care to their patients and stay on the cutting edge of healthcare and clinical interventions. As winners of Coastal Style and Metropolitan Magazine's Best Chiropractors for 7 years in a row, Doctors Lane, Brown, and Taylor help with conditions such as back pain, sciatica, headaches, concussions, dizziness, and much more. The clinic also offers laser therapy, decompression, acupuncture, and custom orthotics. Call Delmarva Chiropractic today and take the first step toward achieving your maximum potential.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Step into the spotlight and join Coast Life, where every day is fun, fresh, and full of energy. We're searching for a vibrant co-host to bring style, personality, and excitement to our daily lifestyle show. From fashion and entertainment to home decor and seasonal trends, you'll connect with viewers and make every moment unforgettable. Think you're ready to shine? Apply now at drapermediajobs.com and show us what you've got. We are an equal opportunity employer.
Former child star Macaulay Culkin recently said he considered buying the Home Alone house when it went up for sale earlier this year. The 5-bedroom house in Chicago was listed for more than $5 million in May. It was snatched up within a week. The actor said he considered buying it just for laughs, but he didn't. He said he's too busy raising his kids.
Well, we're seeing the last of the shower activity roll off the coast. We had a brief bout of some snow across portions of Georgetown and Seaford, as well as Milton. Now tomorrow, the cold air settles in. We're going to see temperatures in the mid-30s, but winds gusting as high as 30 as we're going to create wind chills in the 20s. Looking at temperatures in the mid-30s by around 1, so a good day to maybe catch up on some baking for the holidays. You can catch the forecast at any time by dialing our First Alert weather phone. Now we see the core of that Arctic air settle in on Sunday, waking up Sunday. It's going to be feeling like the single digits, only the teens by the afternoon. Still cold on Monday. Now Christmas Eve is going to be chilly in the 40s. Could see a brief snow or rain shower in the morning, but we are going to see a gradual rise in temperature. We're back in the 50s by next weekend.
Okay, thank you again, Chris, and thanks to you for joining us for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, that's up next, and we'll see you again tomorrow for Coast TV News at 6 p.m. Have a great night.